All right, continuing coverage here at the Pittsburgh Pro for NPC News Online. I'm here with a legend himself, Sergio Oliva Jr. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Bob?
Debuts, that's what's going on. You know that. New York coming up in just a few weeks. A lot of people anticipating when Sergio Oliva is going to make his grand appearance on the pro stage. You picked New York.
Yeah, why start with a small show? Might as well just go for the big bang, right?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, man. You know what? A lot of people could soft shoe in, pick a show, maybe not going to be that competitive. You said, no, I'm going New York. I want to take these guys head on and make a name. If you're going to make a name, that's a good spot to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think with my name, there's no point of doing smaller shows and just getting my feet wet. I know I want to go all the way in this sport, so there's no point. I would rather go to a bigger show, and even if I get my ass beat, I would rather get my ass beat, learn from it, and then be better than really beating no one and thinking that I'm doing well when really I'm not. So New York's a place definitely to find out for sure, win or lose, where you stand.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say that. Being a New Yorker, I can assure you, they will let you know whether they like you or hate you or anything in between real quick, which you relish, though. I mean, you eat this stuff up.
Yeah, for sure. And, coming from Chicago, too. I mean, I get a little bit of it. But you know what? Tell you the truth, I'm really excited. I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous and all the anticipation and anxiety. But I really am excited to find out myself where I'm at, because a lot of people, you go to your gym and you might be the biggest guy in your gym and you do a show and you take dead last, So it's really, I feel like competitions are your report card. And it's not until you get on stage that you find out what grade you are. And I want to know what grade I am.
Sure. Well, this will be a good report card for you. You're going to get a little preview tonight. You're going to be on stage with some of the greatest. You're making your debut. Dexter Jackson literally taking over the reins from Ronnie Coleman just this past season as the all-time winningest bodybuilder in history. So, and then you got a few guys in between. Dallas McCarver, another one of our young guns coming up. I can see you guys doing some battle in some years coming up. And then you got a few of the other champs. Big Ramy. You're pretty wide yourself. Big Ramy's about another shoulder.
Oh, yeah,
he's impressive.
Yeah, for sure. And don't forget about like Nathan too. There's a couple guys that they're even younger than me, and I look at them and it's crazy. It's real surreal when you're looking at guys that are younger than you and they're the ones motivating and pushing you, because no one's touching Phil. I train with Dex, and it's cool to sponge off of him and learn from him. But I'm not on these guys' level. I'm more thinking about the future and who I'm going to be going against. And those are the guys that I'm going to be standing next to. So it's really cool training with Sean and having him as a mentor, Sean Roden, and training with Dex as of late and learning more about the longevity in this sport. And really, I feel like that's the key. The scariest part is that I am age-wise behind people. And I know that doesn't mean much, but there is times where you start to be like, man, you know what, I want to catch up. And usually that's when you destroy your body. And there's sometimes you can do stuff to your body you can't fix. So the hardest part for me is I want to bring back old school bodybuilding. And to do that, and what that entails is slow improvements and smart improvements. So I have to keep staying myself to remind myself that. And we'll find out in 2 weeks if the course that I've been taking is the right one or not.
Sure. Well, you've had other obstacles that a lot of people haven't had to deal with. The main one being your name. As everybody knows that's watching this, your father obviously a legend and a myth in the sport, of course. How has that been dealing with? Have you had to work with a lot of that in terms of people, using the name against you, so to say?
Yeah, I mean, of course, absolutely. I think people think that my dad popped out of my grandmother at 250, and in today's day we have to deal with social media, and people get to see you in the off season, they see you grow, and it's different because there wasn't really footage of these guys growing until they did a show. But I mean, it stings when I did my first show as a middleweight, 176, and they're putting my picture up next to my dad's. I mean, no matter what, that hurts, but I'd be kidding myself. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, doing this, and I feel like I can't have any more pressure on myself than I already do, so it's not going to really make that much of a difference. But if I do feel like bodybuilding has lost a couple things that were kind of the base of this sport and what it was grown off of, and if I could be that person or that excuse to bring it back, I think that's great, and I would be more than happy just doing that for sure. But
now, what are you bringing back? Like people say things like they want to bring back old school. They want to bring back a return of whatever.
Absolutely.
What is that exactly?
I'm glad you asked, because people throw around the word aesthetics all the time, and then you ask them what aesthetics means, and they're like, good abs. They don't really know. I want the body to flow, and I want it to, obviously a small waist, but I really want to bring back old school posing. I want to bring back where you're not just doing this as a job on stage and that's it and it's over. I want to be the ambassador of the sport off stage as well. And that's really hard. Sometimes people don't really show the sport in the best way, and if I could be that would be my goal.
All right, Sergio, well, it's been great catching up. Looking forward to your debut in just a couple of weeks in New York City. Hopefully we'll see you on an Olympia stage this September.
for the second time. Let's not forget I'm the youngest person to be on the Olympia stage. Let's not forget that.
A record that will never be beaten, by the way. Everybody look up 1984. Sergio, great catching up. Guys, best of luck to you, man.